Whoa, here we go. What is going on, guys? What is going on? 27 Squad, Hub Watchers, YouTube subscribers, Twitter followers. I try to get your intro right, man. I can never remember it.
But yeah, it's gonna change soon because I gotta add now Rumble followers as well.
Oh, you're on Rumble. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm starting up. I literally just started today. Real quick plug for those of you that know normal. It's like an alternative media source. YouTube does a lot of stuff with it messes with creators' algorithms, and it gets a little crazy with censoring sometimes as well. Rumble is kind of the opposite of that. So yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, you got talk to me a little bit more about that off the stream, because I heard about that that site as well. But what is going on, guys? We are back for, I believe this is our 56th episode of the Young Guns podcast, and 54. No, it was 50. Wasn't it 55?
Your title says 54.
It does. My goodness, I'm already messing things up.
Let's see. My last one
56
was 55. Yeah, it should be 56. Yeah.
And I think I copied and I don't know what I did there. I think I copied and pasted one of the lives, and it is what it is. But I just changed it just now. It's updated right now, guys. Episode 56.
There you go.
Like Lawrence Taylor. All right, 56. But what's going on, guys? Visions, Abraham, Super Taj World, Nate Talks Football, Bark Nasty, PJ. What is going on, guys? This is our
Edward. What's up, man? How y'all doing?
It's our first podcast back. Oh, Edward, what's going on, man? Yeah, because he was all up in the chat a couple of minutes ago, and we're gonna get into that, guys. Edward was talking about Kelvin Benjamin. We are definitely gonna get into this Kelvin Benjamin situation because it's pretty telling one about the New York Giants and their standard right now, and that they're not playing no games. All right, and Kelvin Benjamin is just another example of that. But this is our first podcast back with Giants football actually starting again, and we're not speculating things, like they're actually playing again. There's some news that has happened in the past couple of days. Kush, do you want to talk a little bit more about that? Anything that caught your interest?
I think before we get into stuff that happened in the past couple of days, we should just hop into the Kelvin Benjamin thing.
Okay.
Because the article literally came out a couple minutes ago.
All right, so as you guys know, the Kelvin Benjamin experiment, one that we're all kind of interested in, has come to a swift end, and I guess not really. I don't know. I want to say unexpected, but it's just like really, really premature. We thought he would be cut, but like later on, right? Like we thought obviously this probably wouldn't work out, but later on. So he was cut, and apparently there was some bad blood between him and Joe Judge. There was an article that came out.
Zach Rosenblatt,
a good beat writer for the New York Giants beat writer, and on NJ.com, he came out with an article about, I guess, a couple of minutes ago. You said, yeah,
it was literally like 20 minutes.
Wow,
I think
it got updated a minute ago. That's crazy. So I guess I'll share a screen here. Let me share a screen.
While KB is doing that, like he was saying, we expected Kelvin Benjamin to last a little bit longer. The way Rosenblatt frames it is obviously to get clicks. So I'm not gonna blame him for that because he's still the only person. It was an exclusive interview between him and Zach Rosenblatt. But the way Rosenblatt frames his tweet is as if Judge is the bad guy, because his tweet literally said he ripped Joe Judge a lot, and he put in the quote where Kelvin said Joe Judge is not a Super Bowl coach. All he does is sit there, watch practices, and cusses. But then you read into it, and you're just like, yo, this man Kelvin, I don't know what he was expecting, because Kelvin is the one telling the story, and there's a couple of really important things that Kelvin Benjamin himself says that makes me react. How did you not expect to get cut?
Oh yeah, especially the whole conversation that he was going over himself, that he admitted to saying. The whole conversation it was kind of stupid in my opinion, but let's go over it here. We could just skip down here. Okay, here's one of the quotes here. It was like they were just trying to sabotage me to get me out of there. So, that he told NJ Advanced Media with a phone interview. See, that off the bat, I'm like, how do you even think that? They literally brought you in with no reason at all. Okay, they moved you to another position. They owe you
because
nothing.
You were bigger.
Yeah, because you're bigger. They owe you literally nothing. They had no reason or obligation to bring you on board. They wanted to give you another chance. Obviously, Dave Gettleman, I guess, has a soft spot for you because he drafted you back in 2014, first-round receiver, and felt like that you probably could do something in the league at a different position. And Joe Judge, I guess, was on board with it. They pulled the trigger. They brought you in, and all they asked you to do is get down to 251.
So he came in at 265, already super big. That's a large man right there.
For a wide receiver. Dude, that's 35 pounds away from 300 pounds.
Yeah, they told him
about that,
bro. They told him we want you to be at 251. You know, for you to be at the tight end spot, we want you to be at 251. And this is all Kelvin's words. Kelvin comes back after 3 months because he was signed in May. It's July now, training camp. He comes back. He weighs in at 268. He gained 3 pounds, and he's 17 pounds overweight from the mark that Joe Judge told him to get down to. How do you not expect to get cut with that, bro?
That's crazy, man. That's crazy.
And Kelvin is out here. He's saying, like, everybody in the building is telling me I'm looking great. I did good on the agility drills and whatnot. I'm like, bro, you can do great on everything you want to. If you're 17 pounds overweight, you're 17 pounds overweight. It doesn't matter. There's a reason they're telling you to get down to that weight.
Yeah. What receiver do you even see at 250? Like that, they're putting him down at tight end, but still, he's not going to be like a straight up tight end. You know what I'm saying? It's not like they're going to put him at straight up tight end. Of course, they want you a little smaller than usual. And it's funny how he said we could go down. Oh man, it's funny how he said this. Let's go down. Where is it at? Okay, I played receiver at 268, and I almost had 1,000 yards in 2016. So you want me to play smaller at tight end?
Bro, what 270-pound receiver do you see on there, bro?
Dude, that's not normal. That's
a defensive end, bro.
Oh god, yeah, as a defensive end, you should be on that freaking other side of the ball. And on top of the defensive ends are at least more toned. That guy is just like rounding out his uniform.
The quote that I also laughed at, well, before I actually read the whole weight thing, the quote that I laughed at was the very first one I saw was when he said, I don't think Joe Judge is a Super Bowl winning head coach. I'm like, have you ever won a Super Bowl, Calvin? Do you know what a Super Bowl winning head coach looks like? I don't think you do.
Exactly. He was with a Super Bowl losing head coach. And
yeah, I'm like, I'm not about to say Judge is a Super Bowl winning one. I hope he is, but he was around the Super Bowl winning one, and he won 5 Super Bowls as an assistant.
And around other championships as well with Nick Saban. So
I mean, like, I don't know what Kelvin is out here talking as if he knows what a Super Bowl winning head coach looks and operates like.
He said, FSU legend Kelvin Benjamin, no slander. Visions, I don't want to hear it. Bro. Yeah, I don't want to hear that. That is not. We're not slandering him. He's slandering Judge.
Kelvin is setting himself up for slander, bro. I don't know what to tell you.
What's up, Mike Nixon? FBI in the building, always on watch. FBI in the building. But this story is insane. If anybody, I guarantee you that this story is coming out at 9 o'clock. So obviously there's not going to be any TV shows or sports media covering this at this time. But guarantee you, First Take is jumping right on this. First Take is jumping right on this. CBS Sports is jumping right on this. NBC Sports, all of ESPN, every network that pretty much loves to bash Joe Judge and hates him for how hard he is as a coach. Is definitely going to jump on this. They're not even going to read into this at all.
Speaking of these same networks, these are the same networks that were fooled by the Kelvin Benjamin situation earlier today when Wes Steinberg tweeted out he was cut for stealing food. Yo, and I made it. I'm like, this is
viral, dude.
It went viral, bro. Actual NFL insiders, checkmark accounts, guys that work for ESPN, NFL Network, Fox, and stuff like that, were retweeting it and were saying Kelvin Benjamin cut because of this per at Wesley Steinberg. I'm like, how are you fooled by a troll account, bro? That just tells me you don't do your job. You're just trying to be the first person out there that's trying to get the news without fact checking anything. That's I'm like, right. Yo, this is why high key tooting our horn. This is why y'all come to us, bro. We don't be saying that without checking something because we know it would look stupid. These are guys that get paid for it, bro. That's their profession, and they're out here doing that.
Let me tell you, this
troll account,
this Wesley Steinberg account
he's been a legend for a while now.
I started off not liking him because I'm like, damn, he's gonna give us a bad name. I've learned to love that account. But what makes me upset, like there's a bit of toxicity about it because obviously people that aren't Giants fans are kind of retweeting his stuff, are believing this stuff. But it's so entertaining. It's just so entertaining. I love the toxicity of it. I love how people are like going to his tweet, not being Giants fans, just looking for a way to hate on Joe Judge or hating on the Giants, retweeting his stuff, and then just looking stupid right afterwards. Jordan Renan tweet, Kush and KB. What you mean? I think Kush just saw Jordan Renan's tweet.
Jordan, what in the world of Jordan Renan? Did I retweet it just now or something?
Yeah, that you had quote tweeted it.
Oh yeah, when Jordan Renan said he also spoke with Kelvin. He was disappointed with how everything went down. Says Judge approached him on the field, was going to fine him for being overweight. Sounds like something any coach would do. Even though he passed the conditioning test, he thought Judge was doing everything to sabotage the situation. Bro, listen, if you're coming in damn near 20 pounds overweight, you're getting fined, and you were. And you know another thing Kelvin said in that article that made no sense? He says he feels like the Giants media were also trying to sabotage him because they were never pushing his story of making catches, never dropping passes, and never posted any highlights of him. I'm like, bro, you're the last thing anybody is worrying about on this Giants team. Nobody's going to be posting about you, bro.
Yeah, and why
nobody's going to be posting about you.
He thought he was the star pass catcher that came to the building. We literally got Kenny Golladay, who is the #1 wide receiver in the market this season. And then we drafted Kadarius Toney. You really think the hype was going to be about Kelvin Benjamin? Like, did he really think that? Did he honestly think that? Oh, man. I want a team just literally picked him up, bro. Not even joking.
Popeyes?
Damn it, dude. Can you let me live for a second?
What? Popeyes just picked him up, right? You know, it's hilarious. There's a Popeyes right outside MetLife Stadium. There's one literally like a 5-minute walk from MetLife, bro.
Oh, man. As a Popeyes enthusiast, I don't approve this message. I love Popeyes. I live right next to a Popeyes. I used to live right next to a Popeyes. I went there every day. I don't like this. I don't want him on my team. We don't approve that. We don't claim him here at the Popeyes Nation.
Exactly.
But I found that hilarious.
Oh, yeah. If anybody cares, Zach Rosenbauer just tweeted this. If anybody cares, Kelvin Benjamin said he loves Daniel Jones, that he'll be watching him.
Good.
So there's some good. I mean,
good. I guess that's one thing, right? We can get out of it.
Bro,
but
rare W. A rare W
yeah.
from the
Listen, we find a W out of any situation. Okay? That's what we do. It's what we do here. Oh, man. Let me see. What do you say? If you watch the Giants training videos, you'll see some players have little orange stickers on their helmets. I think those are ones that are not fully vaccinated, just FYI.
I would think it would probably be something maybe with pup list, maybe like injury. I don't think they're going to mark players, like physically mark them like that.
Well, they're talking. Yeah, they're talking about giving them wristbands now about who's vaccinated. Who's
Wasn't
not
that
vaccinated.
It last year though? I think they had that last year.
No,
wristbands.
No, like the NFL just approved it now that teams are able to do that. I think that's so not American, but I mean, it's what it is. What it is.
I feel like it depends on the situation if you want to get into it or not. For example, like with Ron Rivera in Washington. Like that's one that went viral. I'm like, Rivera is a cancer patient. He's a cancer survivor. His lymph node cells are basically gone. If you guys know anything about cancer, right? Mm-hmm. So he's at the most highest risk possible. So I feel like in a case like that, the player should probably get vaccinated so that, you know, something doesn't happen to him. Then on the Giants, it's the same situation with Gelman. People forget Gelman is also a cancer survivor. And even though he's not going to be on the field as much as a coach, you know, he's still in the building and whatnot, you probably want to get it so that you don't affect Gelman. I think it depends on the situation. If you're in a situation where everybody's completely healthy, then yeah, bro, you don't really need to take it. But if you're in a situation where you got two older people, like both Rivera and Gelman, Gelman's almost 70, right? So he got the age, plus he got cancer. Mm-hmm. He's not in a good spot right now. So I don't know. What do you think? I think it would really depend on the situation.
I just feel like it's like, I don't want, like, because I know this shifts. This is eventually going to shift over to politics, and I don't know if they really want to if the crowd really wants to hear about that. But at the same time, I just don't. Me personally, I don't feel like I have to put something in my body that I don't even necessarily know what it is for the safety of anybody else. If if you guys really fear for your health, then have a situation, you know, set something up like what was set up last season. If people really are still afraid of this, and it's perfectly okay. I'm not saying anybody's a wussy for like not wanting to, you know, go, you know, not wanting to be around unvaccinated people. Your body's your body. Your safety is your safety. Your concerns are your concerns. I don't feel like I have to be forced to take something, put in something in my body for somebody else's safety. At that point,
The point
you're
that
gonna
I
have to find
really agree
another
with
way.
you that you said that I now that you brought it up, I'm just like, why isn't the NFL doing this? Is if there's still a situation like this where it's divided and there's players that are scared for their safety and there's coaches that are scared for their safety, just go back to last year, bro. Like legitimately, last year where they had daily testing.
Opt outs.
I don't
Yeah,
think
daily
anybody
testing,
had a
yeah.
problem with that last year because last year gave more choice than I think what's happening right now, but it also gave more sense of security, so to say, than what they have now.
Yeah, and listen, this is just, at the end of the day, it is what it is. This is your profession. I know you want to keep your people safe. That's why I think the NFL should kind of organize another opt-out situation, just for the people who still are really have family that are, just to give them a way to escape it instead of forcing them. Because I also feel for the people that are fearing for their safety as well, not just for the people who don't want to get vaccinated. I honestly feel for the people that are scared of this virus because of other, family
Oh yeah,
members
that's
or
another
maybe
good one.
themselves.
Shout out to Nick. Yeah, I forgot Nate Solder's families. There's a lot of
Right,
people in
right.
the Giants and Washington that's connected to cancer and
Right. I
whatnot.
would I would give another, like, I would say it would be hard for me to say. I would say if you opted out last season, they'll have to figure out how they would allow you to opt out this season if
Like
you
two
really wanted
seasons in a
to.
row, right?
Right. I don't think obviously you wouldn't want to do that because you would still have to pay those players money. Of course, it's
Oh,
smaller,
so
but
Borden, are you sure? He says they did give the opt out option. The deadline was July 1st. Did they? Was that
okay.
something that we just completely
Well,
missed?
well, then at that point, nobody should be complaining. If you're in it and you didn't make and you're still in this past the deadline, you chose
I don't
you
think
have
any
to make your
players are
choice.
complaining.
And
That's why I
no
brought up the
players.
two.
You're right,
No
right.
players are complaining. That's why I brought up the point that I did, where it's like the coaches, or more
Mhm.
specifically Ron Rivera, because that's the one that went
Right,
viral.
right,
You
right,
know what
right.
I'm saying? It's like, what do you do? Does your head coach opt out then? Like, is that what you're saying?
Right. That's another thing. But and on top of that, for those concerns, then you would just have to be really safe. I mean, I'm not a big mask guy. We can go on and on about the mask. I don't think they help you at all. But if you want to wear your mask, get those face shield things and coach your team, then do that. I mean, I don't know. I just can't see the best option being to force people to get vaccinated. I can't see that.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's
Mm-hmm.
because maybe that's the too much of a conservative in me. Maybe I've been in Florida too long, but it is, that's just how I feel. I don't think somebody should be forced to put something in their system, especially a vaccination like this. Like, I can get other vaccination, like a flu shot or whatever. Like, we all had flu shots, right? You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? So that's different. That's something that's been going on for generation to generation. But this whole new vaccine, we still don't know the whole truth about it yet. And I don't feel like it's fair for the people to get the vaccine just for other people's safety. It's not fair,
No, I'm
So,
with you there. I'm not gonna
mhm.
disagree with anything you said. I completely agree with you. I'm not even. If you haven't noticed, I haven't even said my stance. I'm just bringing up what's been happening with
Mhm.
Rivera and
Mhm.
with Gelman, and that's something. For example, another plug to Rumble, where like KB, well, like you said, we'll talk about it after. But like, this is a conversation we could have more comfortably over on Rumble because guys,
Right.
YouTube is definitely gonna flag the stream just because they heard the word. You know what
A
I'm
couple of
saying?
times. Yeah, a
So
couple of
like,
times. I screwed myself there, but it is what
yeah,
it is.
so it's like, yeah, they're gonna flag the vid. They're gonna put like, we already know what it is. But yeah, we could get off that now. Bark says Cowboys already sweating. Did we hear about Dak? What happened with Dak?
What
Something
happened
happened
with
with
Dak?
Dak? Somebody let me know.
Y'all hear about Dak? Oh, crap.
By the way, Kelvin Benjamin is officially tweeting. I mean, trending on Twitter right now.
Nice. Cookie Monster says, "Yo, Kibler, you ever gonna have subs to join the stream one day?" See, I used to do that a lot, guys, and I want to do it again. I just don't want to put it on a Young Guns because we always have other stuff to talk, like other things to talk about. I'm definitely going to try to take out a day. Also, I want to try to do like a fun days, like on Fridays, where we play like video games and stuff like that on the channel. That would be so fun to do with you guys. But yeah, I definitely want to incorporate more things with you guys. I'm just trying to find more time to actually set a certain schedule to go live, at a certain day and I'll have a call-in stream. Don't worry, guys. I'm dead. I have been thinking about that for sure. So.
You're lying.
What?
Dak got injured during training camp. Yo.
Wait, hold on. What?
Guys, I'm not laughing at Dak. Prayers up to Dak. I'm laughing at the Cowboys, bro.
No
Dak got
way.
injured
His
at training.
shoulder. His shoulder is not even. It's not even the leg he broke.
Ridiculous, bro. That's ridiculous. Ain't no way, bro. Ain't no way.
It's a latissimus strain.
Bro, this gotta
So,
be fake.
hey, Look up
It's
a
gotta be fake, bro.
look up a latissimus strain.
Yo,
Let me
KB, you
yeah,
gotta tell me this is fake news. Ain't no way this man injured like on the first day of training camp,
Oh
bro.
my goodness. All right, so when your latissimus dorsi is injured, you might feel pain in your
Oh,
lower back.
latissimus dorsi. You don't
Yes.
know what that is? Yeah, that's
It's the
like
shoulder blade, right?
yeah, it's like right there. Yeah, it's like right around the shoulder blade. Yeah.
So okay, along the base of your scapula or in the back of your shoulder, you maybe even feel pain along there. Like, how long does it keep you out for? Let's see. How long
It
does it take?
depends how bad it is, right?
It says 2 to 3 weeks. Grade one strains are 2 to 3 weeks. Grade two strains take at least a month. Grade three strains often require surgery and can come with considerably longer recovery periods.
I'm not saying I'm praying for a grade 3 strain. I'm just saying
I'm just saying.
I would be inclined to celebrate if it was a grade 3 strain.
Body anatomy with
Yeah.
KB. Let's learn together, guys.
Yeah, I had to learn that in phys ed, bro. You got, you know what I'm saying? Your trapezius, your
Oh,
latissimus
oh,
dorsi, you know what
oh,
I'm saying? Your obliques, your
oh,
abdomen.
oh.
Everybody knows the bicep, the tricep,
The
you know what I'm saying?
pectoral
The
muscles
pectoral muscles.
and the
You know,
gluteus
with
maximus. We all,
gluteus
yeah,
maximus,
right. We know
you
about.
got your
Hey, that's the first
quadricep,
one
your
I knew about.
hamstring, bro.
Hey, bro, that's the first one I knew about. I paid
Bro, you
attention
know
to
about the
that.
hip abductors though?
Hip abductors.
I was working out those the other day. They're still sore, you know what I'm saying? Then you get to your calves, your gastrocnemius and your soleus. You know what I'm saying, bro?
Soleus.
Those are
That
all the
sounds
muscles I know.
like
That's
a
about it.
Greek god. Soleus.
Right? That's about all that I know, bro. I'm gonna keep it real.
All that you know, dude. You just spit that knowledge just now. What are you talking about? I said that's about all I know. I just know a thing or
Marco
two.
Polo is saying is that it's serious, so maybe it's a grade 3.
They said it's serious. Yeah, but when beat writers say it's serious, I don't never believe it. Like Jordan Renan is the king of doing that. So KB didn't take PE class when the rest misbehaved. What do you mean? You took PE class? Wait. When the rest misbehaved? I don't know what you mean there, but
Bro, wasn't PE required for everybody?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
what?
What do you mean? You when you misbehave, that's when you had PE class. I would misbehave every day. What do
Facts.
you
Like,
mean? He's out only a couple of weeks. All right. Well, I hope they rush him back.
anybody want to, split a flight down to Dallas real quick? You know what I'm saying? I could be like, yo, I'm a massage therapist, bro.
I just hope they
Let me
go
see
in a
that back.
situation.
You know what I'm saying?
I just hope they go in a situation where, like, hey, Dak, we need you back, like, right now. Like, I know they said 2 to 3 weeks, but, like, it's been 5 days, but we need you back at practice right now. And then he's like, okay, cool. No, it's worse.
Now I just tore my rotator cuff,
It's
bro.
worse.
That's
Yeah,
it.
it's gone. It's
It's gone, bro. I'm
gone.
out for the season.
Yeah. We're not wishing injury, guys. We're just saying it's a Cowboys thing.
I'm just saying I'd be inclined to celebrate if it was serious.
It's the Bootius Maximus, yes.
100% a favorite part of the body for me.
Yes, it was the first one I knew about. It's definitely one I paid attention for.
Listen, man, we don't need to hire one, Marco.
He's doing it himself.
Yo, is the FBI still in here? Oh, hold up.
FBI, NSA.
Yeah, bro. I had the IRS. One of my chats, bro. I was like, hey,
the IRS.
I pay my taxes.
Hold on,
yeah,
bro.
I pay my taxes.
Yeah, we keep a track on that Google's checks. We keep a track on that.
But they were like, yo, hold up, you missing some payments there, bro. I'm like, no, I'm not. I need to chill with that.
Cookie Monster said, man, I need to be on stream one day. Don't worry, Cookie Monster. I don't know. Have you ever had Cookie Monster ever on stream before? On your call-ins?
I don't think so. I don't know. I don't think so.
He
I
really
usually
wants to
have
be a
like
part of the show.
I usually have like the same group calling every week.
Right.
But to get back to Giants though, so Blake Martinez, we were just talking about COVID. Now he's on the COVID list. I'm not worried at all. I think Blake is going to get back.
Can I tell you something, Coach? Can I tell you something that may sound bad? I want to get the herd immunity out now. Like, I want the herd immunity. Like, I want to get those players that haven't got it, like, just get it around this time so you don't get it later on in the season. At least you won't have a better chance of getting in later in the season. You get it out the way now. I know you're going to come back a little bit fatigued, but I'd rather you guys get it. I'd rather these players get it now than when they get it week freaking 14, 15, when we're on the cusp of trying to win a division. You know what I mean? I really don't want that to stand in our way. So especially a big player like Blake Martinez, I'm not happy he got it because obviously his health, maybe his family's health, or maybe he comes back, not the same. But I am a little bit relieved that a star player like him on our defense got it now instead of later on in the season. Maybe that's a hot take, but I I'm hoping for the
I
best.
don't think it's a hot take. I don't even think that should be a controversial take. Everybody should hope that like they get it now, so exactly for that reason, so that they don't have
immunity, man.
But like I said, I'm not listen. Still, obviously, prayers up to Blake. Hopefully, he turns out fine. I think he will. I'm confident that this man's gonna be back within like 5 days or so. 10 if we don't know who's vaccinated, who's not. But at the maximum, it's gonna be 10 days.
Toney came back quick.
Yeah, that means Toney. He tested negative. So if in terms of players that we know for sure have it, I'd say Toney definitely has it, and Blake. Bro, I'd give it like a couple days because Joe Judge, the way he spoke on it, he says, I'm not going to talk rates or anything, but he was like, we have a good amount. I'm like, all right, that's your language that's probably almost everybody on the team, bro.
So
I'm not dodging you, Cookie Monster. What are you talking about?
No, he's talking about the call-in show. I guess he never heard about the call-in show. He does a call-in show what, every Tuesday?
Every Tuesday, yeah.
Every Tuesday. Yeah, get with the program, Cookie Monster. Damn.
Oh yeah, they are doing a comic book that came out the other night. The Giants collaborated with Marvel.
Hold on. Is it just the Giants doing that?
I think it's the Giants, and somebody else said it might be the Panthers as well.
But that's goated right there, bro. That's goated. Marvel is my favorite comic book company. And I love Marvel over DC. Screw you, DC fan. I think you're a DC fan, right?
Why is it? Yes, I'm a bigger DC fan than Marvel fan. It doesn't mean I'm not a Marvel fan. But I grew up with the MCU. Bro. I was 8 years old when the MCU started. And I was like 20 when it finished, bro. Like, what are you talking about?
But I bet you were one of those guys be like, oh, I hope the DCEU is better.
Nah, I'm just one of those guys. I'm like, I hope the Snyderverse could get restored.
Yeah, I honestly want to see that happen. As a guy that I really don't care too much for DC, I loved the Snyderverse. So,
bro, I loved Snyder Cut. Batman v Superman is controversial for some people.
I still didn't like the movie too much. But
I was gonna say just like how the Snyder Cut is like leagues ahead of regular. We that's a whole separate thing. The Snyder Cut is a great movie, one of the best comic book movies in my opinion. The Ultimate Edition, quote unquote, but the director's cut of Batman v Superman is really good. I felt the same way. I was so on BVS. I kind of liked it, and then I watched the Ultimate Edition. I was like, wow. Once again, this is what should have been in the theaters.
Real quick, I don't want to get into too much King Justin, but we're talking about comic book Thor. He's unstoppable.
That's cap. What? No. Comic book Superman literally sneezed and destroyed planets.
No, just guess it.
You're capping right now.
He needs to dip Mjolnir.
People say.
He needs to dip Mjolnir and
there's a reason people say, and even those are wrong reasons. People say Superman is boring because he's unstoppable. Like that's the reason people have because he's unstoppable.
That's true. Well, I think they say he's boring. That too, and he just has like every power.
No, he does everything.
Hulk, he does everything, dude. He's the most OP guy out there.
Think about this. You just defeated your own argument by saying he's the most OP
guy. But he's OP out there, but he can't be defeated. There are serious people out there.
Listen, if the Hulk can be Thor,
Superman
can be Thor.
No joke. There are people out there and comic book guys, DC guys, that literally make the case that Flash can beat Superman. The Flash can beat Superman.
Yeah, he has the power of time on his side. Does Thor have time powers I don't know about?
He's a god.
Of thunder. That's it, bro.
He's not freaking
It's
God.
Not like he's God with a capital G from the Bible. He's the God of thunder. That's about it, bro.
Lowercase G. Okay, he's a lowercase G, but
God
that don't mean nothing.
That's all he got. What he gonna do? Shock my man?
Freaking God.
Listen, you know who Thor is equivalent to that you could really compare from DC? He's equivalent to Black Adam. And Black Adam and Superman fight various times. And guess who comes out on top most of the times, bro? And people used to make the debate that Black Adam can beat Superman because one of his weaknesses is magic, and both Black Adam and Thor have magic. But once again, who comes out on top most of the time?
I don't know, man.
Exactly.
Maybe that's my Marvel bias. Maybe it's my Moral bias.
I mean, I'm not. It's just when you said comic book wise, I'm like, if we're going straight to the comics, he's kind of unstoppable.
Because the only reason why I say that, and to be honest, I really didn't think about comic book Superman. I was thinking about comic book Thor. So I understand your point that comic book Superman is freaking. He's a god. But
he is a god with a capital G.
Yeah. But comic book Thor, like the way Marvel depicts Thor.
Yeah, that's one of my problems. I don't like how they do Thor. I don't like how they do
garbage,
Hulk, bro.
Because honestly, I see why they do it because comic book Hulk, comic book Thor, and comic book Scarlet Witch
And Doctor Strange too.
Doctor Strange can solo everybody.
Mhm.
Like Thanos and the whole Endgame, like it's over. Like it's gone. You know, freaking Thor is a freak. He's the most strongest character in the Avengers for like a long period of time in comic books, and the Hulk. But that's neither here
No,
nor
I completely agree with you there. Me and Nate were
Yeah.
actually having a similar conversation last time on the call-in show, where I was like, "Yeah, I have a couple problems with how the MCU portrays things. Obviously, for the most part, I love most of it. Well, one of my main gripes for years has always been Thor and Hulk, especially Hulk. Now, the best version of MCU Hulk was the Incredible Hulk from 2008, bro. I don't care what anybody says, because that was the one closest to what he is.
His scale was, because is it just me or the M's?
I feel like he got
newer
smaller
Hulk,
and smaller.
Yeah, he gets smaller and smaller. I don't know why. I think because they're trying to like make him a little like nerf him a little bit, right? Because he's so powerful.
Nerf him a little bit. They nerfed him since the Incredible Hulk.
I know,
bro.
They nerfed him a lot. The 2008 Hulk was insane. Abomination, and no, he wasn't even in that was the other. No, that was it.
That
2008
was
Hulk. Yeah. The Abomination. That was good. That was where Hulk was the Hulk. But
and that final fight, real quick before we get to football, when him and Abomination were fighting, I love that part of the movie so much because they were going at it fast, bro. Like punches were flying fast. They didn't like slow it down or anything. Like the Hulk right now, kind of sometimes he's slow. Let's get back. We'll address this manic question in a second because Anthony has a pretty big one. He says, "What happened to Kelvin Benjamin, and what's the Giants moment that had you so pissed off or upset?" I'm gonna say mine first. Middle at the Meadowlands. So basically, what happened with Kelvin Benjamin? He walked into the Giants facility in May when we signed him at 265. Joe Judge told him get down to 251. He came back 3 months later.
14-pound difference. That's it. 14 pounds.
He came down just today, right? It happened today where he got cut. 3 months later at 268, 17 pounds over, and Joe Judge cut him. Judge was like, KB said it. It's like, bro, I'm dealing with grown men here. I only got to tell you once. We're running a tight program. I'm not about to have you show up basically 20 pounds overweight and you're going to expect to not get cut, especially when you're not a priority.
I thoroughly expect myself to make a rage video about ESPN or something like that because they're definitely going to side on Kelvin Benjamin on this. They're not going to go into the specifics about the situation. And I know for a fact, they're not going to tell to how Joe Judge wants a tightly run ship. They're like you just said, you hit it right on the head. Joe Judge is dealing with grown men as any coach should, but a lot of coach, they take the BS, right? They just take it because I don't know, they feel like the players got more power than them or whatever. But Joe Judge does not play that. All right, he comes from two stand-up organizations where you will follow and do everything they say. Bill Belichick is no BS. He runs the tightest ship in all of the NFL and pretty much all of sports. Okay, and that's what Bill Belichick is known for. I'm not saying Joe Judge is trying to be Bill Belichick, but that's all Joe Judge knows. That's all he knows is how to run a tight ship. All right. How to be strict, how to be by the books. So obviously, if you give a player 3 months to get down 14 pounds, Jesus, I mean,
this isn't a regular person. This is a professional athlete.
That's like just over 4 pounds a month. 4 pounds a month you got to drop. That's
it. Once again, this is a professional athlete, bro. Like, thank you for the cookies, bro. Shout out to Cookie Monster.
Appreciate the
like
cookies,
a normal person.
We don't need no more cookies, Cookie Monster. We're trying to stay slim.
I guess I could understand how a normal person might have difficulty, but Kelvin Benjamin is a professional athlete. He should have no difficulty cutting, bro.
Right. And then the second part of this question, do you want to answer first about
for me it's very recent. Okay. I'm going to go with a recent one because I feel like not a lot of people say this. 2018 Carolina, where they ran 5 downs in a row, and we lost that game by Graham Gano, a long, 64-yard kick. It was like 2 things in a row, bro. First of all, they ran 5 downs, and then Graham Gano made one of the longest kicks ever. But yeah.
I think I'm looking at which week this was. Okay, so this one hits home, and I'm glad that you asked this question, Anthony. This one hits home, okay? This is 2015, week 10, Giants versus Patriots. We were winning most of that game. It looked so good. Odell Beckham going off, killing Malcolm Butler after Malcolm Butler's great Super Bowl save, and he was known as the best corner in the league or whatever. Odell just killing him first play of the game, and we were down. It was 20. what was it, 26-24, 26-24. The Giants are about to pull off a win against the reigning Super Bowl champions. And Tom Brady throws a prayer up. And it looks so beautiful for the Giants. Easy interception. DRC is waiting for it. And rookie safety, Stonehand Landon Collins, comes up and says, "No, I got it. Jumps had no need to jumped to catch the ball. And he did a backflip and landed. It was incomplete. And then the next play, Tom Brady goes down the field, gets another chance, and they score a long field goal for the win. That was the last time I cried for a football game back in 2015. Last time I cried. And that one hits close to home.
Last time I cried was when I was in person. I was at MetLife. I attended the game that was Eli's last game as a starter.
Miami. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Man. Sad. Marco Polo says, my recent was against the Bucks. We didn't get that 2 point. I think I was at that game. I think that was at Raymond James. I was at that game. We didn't get the 2 point.
And then Marco Polo says, how do you feel about Saquon? Well, let's not talk about Saquon first. How about we talk about the fact that Leonard Williams isn't a top 10 inside defensive lineman on Madden?
Yeah, I didn't even see.
They have him rated below 88 because they went down to 88. That means they have Leonard Williams at like 84, 85 or something.
Probably at 85. That's
what, bro?
Yeah, they usually have all our stars always at like 85, and it makes no sense because there are stars. What? Just because they're stars on a bad team, that means they got to be overrated badly? It doesn't make any sense.
I'm telling you, bro. The Madden, everybody knows the Madden's rating guy is actually a Cowboys fan, but it's like, bro, they let this man's personal life interfere with his professional life. They need to fire him.
Yeah, and the whole everybody's probably I don't know how Twitter or the Giants fan base is reacting to Saquon being a 90. I don't care because Saquon has only played 3 games last season, and not even 2 games or something like that. But that's why his rating is at a 90 and not like a 96 or whatever. He's not.
At first, I was kind of feeling some type of way. Then
I'm actually surprised.
Nate was the one that commented he didn't play at all last season. I was like, oh yeah, you're right. Actually, you're right.
And I'm actually surprised they put him at a 90 because I think the next year they had him at a 91. Last year when Madden 21 came out, I think they had him at a 91 because he was 91 or hurt. Because he was always hurt. So I'm thinking that he's going to take a big drop because he tore his ACL, whatever. I thought he was going to be like 87, 86 because of that. I mean, that's what they usually do that to these players, but they left him at a 90, so I don't mind it.
Shout out to Steven Avens and Luann in here. What's up, man?
Yo, what's up, guys? The OG's in the building.
He said, "Are you covering the draft tomorrow?" I'm not. I'm probably going to be watching
the NBA draft. Oh,
yeah,
I didn't even know that NBA draft was happening.
Literally tomorrow.
Yeah, the Knicks aren't even in prime position to get a good player, right? So I don't even care.
I mean, we have 2 picks. We could trade up. We have assets to trade up. That's what I'll say.
We'll see.
I mean, lower than Aaron Jones, Mike. I get you, but like once again, he didn't even play the season.
You're right, and Aaron Jones had a really good season. Let's be real.
Speaking of Aaron's and the Packers, so Aaron Rodgers was completely blunt today. I found that hilarious, and then I love the fact that Devontae was also complete. I like Devontae Adams' comments more, bro.
You want to talk about a toxic organization and a toxic player? No, like not even Kelvin Benjamin. Freaking Aaron Rodgers. I'm referring to
Kelvin Benjamin.
Oh yeah,
call the Giants toxic.
Aaron Rodgers, bro. Aaron Rodgers literally came back.
People ask me whenever I say I'm not a fan of Rodgers and I say I don't like him, it's because he's not a good person, bro.
Like he does not like the organization. The organization, they have beef together. He's literally showing up just to get the job done, to put up a good resume so we can go sign with another team next year. That's literally what he's going for. It's like I can imagine what practice is gonna look like now. He's coming back. He's like, "Nah, you guys can't tell me nothing. What are you guys gonna bench me? You guys tried so hard to get me here. You guys gonna bench me? I'll do what I want to do."
Exactly, bro. The comment he made, it wasn't like it was false. And let me talk about Devontae first, because I laughed out loud at Devontae's comments because I was like, this is actually hilarious.
It's so funny how Devontae Adams is coming back now, that Aaron Rodgers is coming back now. You little freaking little magnet.
So basically what Devontae said, for those of you that don't know, a reporter asked him, if Aaron Rodgers is back next year, would you take a pay cut to come back? Devontae said, no, I'm one of the best players at my position, if not the best. What other profession do you hear of somebody not getting paid what they earned? He was like, nah, if I got to go somewhere else to get paid, I'll go somewhere else to get paid. I laughed out loud at it, but I'm like, I respect it. He is one of the he is.
Well, I
I
think
mean,
that's
I
cap.
said I think he's the best receiver in the NFL, and a lot of people view him as one of the
Yeah,
best.
Devontae Adams
So
is
it's
the
like, yeah, he should get paid.
but I think that's cap. I
You
think
think if
Aaron,
Rodgers comes back, he'll take a pay cut and come back?
dude, he literally came back when Rodgers came back. Yes, Daddy, I come back. That's literally what he did. Literally what he did. They were literally about to make a trade with Vegas. Devontae Adams out here talking about going to Vegas. Aaron Rodgers magically comes back, and now Devontae Adams is back.
I think that says a lot about this year. I don't know about next year though.
Yeah,
I mean, bro, money is a big motivator, bro. If somebody's offering this man like 25 mil next year, I don't care who it is, he's going to that team.
I don't think so. And Mark Stewart, appreciate you, bro. Mark Stewart joining the 27 squad. As a member of the 27 squad on YouTube. Appreciate it, man. Thank you for being a member. I'm going to be updating my I already updated my membership. I'm going to be making more content for my members soon. So if you guys are interested, also guys, I also want to do something for my members as well. If you guys are interested in making like content and just want tips and tricks here and there, I'm going to start making videos on that. If you guys want to join the membership, because obviously I don't want to put it on my channel because then it'll be another thing to put on my channel, and I don't want it to ruin my algorithm. So it's going to be for the members. For those of you guys serious about like tips and tricks about how to make, how to be, I guess not successful because I don't think I'm the most successful, but tips and tricks of what to look out for in making, YouTube videos and stuff like that, and trying to make this, I guess, not really like career, but like a hobby or whatever. Try to get going. You guys can join the membership. I'm going to have some content on that soon. But appreciate you, Mark Stewart. Thank you so much for joining the members, joining the 27 squad, man. Appreciate you.
Mm-hmm. And then so yeah, with the whole Packers thing, listen, I mean, I just wanted to comment on their interviews because it was hilarious. They were both being blunt. The Packers, Kelvin Benjamin, that's what you call a toxic organization, bro. And damn, man, I've never seen a player have such a stronghold on an entire organization before.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the fact that he said that he
was literally like,
people
don't come to Green Bay to play for Green Bay. They come to Green Bay because I'm here.
Yeah,
and I'm like, you're not wrong.
But
like,
damn, but damn.
You know the meme from Falcon and Winter Soldier? He's out of line, but he's right. He's out of line, but he's right. It's like, at least in today's world, for the past 10 years, anybody that goes to Green Bay doesn't go to Green Bay because they want to play there. They go to Green Bay because they want a chance at winning a chip. Now, to be fair, I have called Aaron Rodgers a choker, recently because he did choke in two NFC championships, in my opinion. But no, he has given you a chance to at least get to the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I mean, yeah, like you said, I mean, I could respect how blunt he is and not being politically correct as that's just kind of the person I am. I really don't care, but at the same time, you should kind of know your boundaries. This is literally a team you're going to be playing for. And on top of that, you've got other teammates on here that you're with. I know he's so cool with Bakhtiari. He's so cool with Devontae Adams, but there are other people in here that may feel kind of disrespected by saying,
I mean, bro, if I'm a teammate, I would definitely, I don't care if I'm close with you, I would definitely feel disrespected.
Right. Yeah. So, I mean, the fact that he didn't even talk about, I don't think he talked about Devontae Adams. I don't think he talked about David Bakhtiari. He didn't talk about his day one guys out there. And he's talking about him, me. I'm the head of the show. Like,
and Aaron's always been like that.
And he's always been like
this is nothing new.
You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? You know where he learned it from? Freaking Favre. That's where he learned it from.
I disagree. He's been like that since college.
Well,
that's why he slipped in the draft in the first place, because everybody knew he had attitude problems.
But at the same time, Favre gave him the same treatment. Like, not as bad. Like, this is bad. But Favre did not like Aaron.
Yeah, Favre didn't like Aaron, but I wouldn't say that he learned it from Favre, because like it was a known thing from his college, from UCLA, that Aaron Rodgers was this kind of person. It was known since then that he had a terrible relationship with his family. It was known since then that he was a person that was like really kind of all about himself, dramatic. Like, it was known way before Favre, you know what I'm saying? Right. What I will say, though, is that the biggest thing this is telling me that nobody's talking about is that Jordan Love is a terrible quarterback. The fact that the Packers don't want to just be done with this and start Jordan Love already. Love is entering his third year as well. Or is it second?
Second. It's only a second.
Yeah, Love is entering his second year now. You'd think they'd start. This is not 2008 where Aaron Rodgers sit. Quarterbacks used to sit. This is not that time, bro. This is just telling me that Jordan Love is a terrible quarterback.
I completely understand where you're coming from. At the same time, you have to look at it like this is literally like one of the best quarterbacks to ever live. And
as an organization, bro,
Right,
you've
right.
never seen a player have that chokehold on them. That's what I'm saying.
I
Like,
know, I know,
this
I
is
know,
ridiculous.
and I understand that, but especially the fan base, they're gonna go in an uproar. They love Aaron Rodgers. They don't feel disrespected about any of this at all. They love it. They want anything they can do to get him back. So they have to make the fans happy as well. Of course, you should never think about that, but they come on. They're not even a big market like that. The only reason why they're a big market is he said it himself. Him. I mean, Green Bay Packers have been a winning organization, yes, but it's due to a huge part of the quarterbacks that they've drafted. In past the past two quarterbacks that they drafted. But with Jordan Love, here's the thing: we all knew Jordan Love needed help. Like, to be honest with you, he was not a first round prospect at all. But everyone knew he wasn't drafted as a direct first round prospect. Like he's a first round prospect. But the reason why he was drafted so high is that so he could learn under Aaron Rodgers and learn how to be that quarterback and take the time to do that. Like, remember, how many times do we see in every NFL draft? It happens in every draft. This quarterback's a first-round prospect, but he shouldn't play in the next 2 years. When has that even ever happened? That's never happened in the past years with all the quarterbacks. They've never waited even a year. They've always started within a couple of games. I think the Green Bay Packers are literally trying to do the due diligence of actually making that happen, where we're not going to start this guy for 2 years, but we're not going to ruin his progress and force him into the fire. We want to make sure he's primed and ready to be a starter. Because Jordan Love, I see a lot of potential in the guy. He's just not ready to play yet. And I think everybody should acknowledge that. He really is not ready to play yet. He's not, Josh Allen coming out the draft.
How is that different from me saying that he's a bad quarterback then?
Right now, he's probably a bad quarterback, but at the same time, I wouldn't, because when you say he's a bad quarterback, that means he's straight up just a bad quarterback, that he's not going to get to that level. So I guess you could say right now he is a bad quarterback. And
as of right now, it still seems like a terrible. Right. I mean, from day one, I thought it was a terrible pick, and it just seems like an even worse pick now.
But remember who you're comparing him to as well. Like,
I'm not comparing him to anybody. I'm comparing him to just be a starter for the Green Bay Packers.
Right, but when you're weighing out the options, Aaron Rodgers, should we fight to keep Aaron Rodgers, or should we let go of Aaron Rodgers and move on with Jordan Love?
Here's my thing with Jordan Love, right? I completely understand where you're coming from, and that is a thing that people and the organization is probably doing. My thing is that if he's at least a average starting quarterback, but if he's Daniel Jones level starting quarterback, you should let Aaron Rodgers go because he's doing way too much and play Jordan Love, and his Jordan Love will be fine because he's gonna have Devontae Adams, for crying out loud, and David Bakhtiari blocking for him, and a good defense.
And here's another thing.
But the fact that they're not doing that suggests to me that he's way behind schedule.
Yeah, but here's another thing. If Aaron Rodgers does not come back, neither does Devontae Adams. You lose 2 star players.
I'm saying for this season,
yes,
bro.
For this season, Devontae Adams was not coming back. He was refusing to come. He wanted to trade. They were talking. The Raiders were.
Yeah, they were talking about the trade.
Yeah. So think about it. You lose Aaron Rodgers, you lose Devontae Adams too. The 2 star guys.
Nick, I wouldn't count on that because I wouldn't be surprised if Rodgers just decides to tank the season at some point. So.
I'm glad Rodgers.
I wouldn't count on that, bro.
Beat the Bears twice, which is better for us in this draft.
Don't be surprised if this man just randomly decides to tank a couple games. I mean, he did it to get Mike McCarthy fired.
Well, remember, guys, the past couple of years, the Bears have been splitting with. I mean, I don't think this year because the Green Bay was on fire this year, but the past couple of years, the Bears have been splitting with Green Bay. But I guess back to more New York Giants centric stuff. How do you? I guess what have you learned, or what have you found interesting? If you found anything interesting about what happened today in training camp.
So let's talk about Slayton and why am I forgetting his name? Adoree Jackson. Right? Because you were actually the person that I didn't know that they covered them a little bit. I didn't know they were trading blows. So what was up with that? Trading blows, guys, as in not fighting, as in, going back and forth on the field.
Yeah. But I guess let me try to pull it up so I can get it word for word. But they did have a couple of plays against each other. There was a play where Adoree Jackson knocked down a play, had a pass defense against Darius Slayton, and there was also I think I could be wrong, but a big play from Darius Slayton against Adoree Jackson, which I guess is a good and bad thing, but you always want to see both sides on offense. It's crazy because on offense and defense, you never know who to root for when it comes to training camp, right? It's like, oh damn,
it's James like Bradbury
just got an interception on Kenny Galladay.
Remember the fake game the Giants played where Lorenzo Carter had 4 sacks, and I was
Right,
like, I
right.
told y'all this man gonna break out.
But damn,
Well,
our offensive
he
line sucks.
was kind of good. I mean, it's kind of a little bit of both, right? He was on the path to breaking out, but it was just more so the offensive line turned out to be trash.
Yeah. But yeah, you just never know who to root for, man. It's like, damn, like you see a player balling out, like, damn, James Bradbury had 3 interceptions on Kenny Galladay. Damn.
But
But
then
Kenny
this time
Galladay,
you were
damn.
saying they were trading it, right? So that means they were both
Yeah,
getting one
yeah,
on each
they were
other.
trading blows. They were getting here's what matter of fact, let me share the screen. So I don't have to just you guys don't have to take my word for it. Here's for the standouts of practice on Giants.com. Adoree Jackson, former first round draft choice, joined an already deep secondary as a free agent this offseason. He made an impact right away by breaking up a handful of passes. I thought it was just one handful of passes and forcing incompletions as the Giants worked heavily in the red zone, which is good because I worry about Adoree Jackson in the red zone with his height. But if he's playing well in the red zone, love it. Slayton caught a pair of touchdowns from quarterback Daniel Jones in the red zone and an area of focus for the offense after finishing 31st in touchdown efficiency from the inside of the 20-yard line in 2020. Let me tell you real quick, I really, really love this. I really love that we all know for the past couple of years, the Giants have struggled in the red zone. Now, a lot of teams have their struggles in the red zones throughout the season in little like spurts, right? It's hard to score when you have less of a field to work with. But the Giants constantly have issues in the red zone. I absolutely love that the first thing they do when they come out is say, what was our weakness? What was the thing we were worst at last season? Oh, red zone? That's exactly where we're going. Let's go. Let's hit the red zones first day of practice. That's exactly what we're going to do. We're not going to start off slow. We're not going to do, one-on-one drills, and that's what we'll call it a day. No, we're going to go right to what we were terrible at last season. So I really love that. Really love that they're starting to work in the red zone. And the fact that Daniel Jones is throwing touchdowns in the red zone. All right. Love that. And with Darius Slayton. So all the more merrier.
So where does it say where they were going specifically at each other then?
They had it. Let's see here. They had it. Is it this one?
Oh, yeah, and it says right there, by the way, Will Hernandez is officially the right guard of the Giants now. So that means Shane Lemieux is going to be developing for the left side.
Yeah, so all the speculation there, guys, is all off the table. Where is it at? It wasn't. They didn't focus too much on it. They didn't say like specifically what they did, but all they said was that they were trading blows with each other, that they were matched up with each other, and also that James Bradbury was matched up with Kenny Galladay as well a lot. But Kenny Galladay has been moving around as well. That means James Bradbury obviously is just staying on one side. But I'm trying to find exactly where it said that at. Notebook. Is it the notebook? Oh, I think it's the notebook here. So I'll go down here. Guess not. Where did I see that at?
Good question.
I saw it on my phone. I can't remember. Anyway, don't really matter, guys. But all in all, I think a pretty good first day of training camp. We got some questions answered here.
Oh yeah, KB, you weren't here for this. Wolves highlight Wolves' comment. This is both on Chandler Jones and Xavier Howard. Giants shouldn't go after X. Players are taking pay cuts to get more talent. X will ditch you. X will ditch you if you don't pay him enough. Thank you. That goes for both Chandler and Xavier. And that's why I don't want him. The whole reason Chandler Jones requested a trade, I'm not happy with my contract. I want to get paid. The whole reason Xavier Howard requested a trade, I'm not happy with my contract. I want to get paid specifically elsewhere. We're not in a position to do either of that for either of them.
Yeah. First of all, guys, we have no money. We are dead broke right now. You guys asked for Kenny Galladay. We asked for Kenny Galladay. We asked for a bunch of these players. Adoree Jackson. We were begging for Leo to get re-signed. They did all of that. Now we got to shut up and be happy, okay? We can't be the Philadelphia Eagles and want everybody, okay, guys?
Exactly.
We cannot afford these two players. First of all, why do we need Xavier Howard? We got enough corners, and I would love Chandler Jones on the team, but it costs too much. But I don't want players on the team like that. Obviously, we're trying to build something. We have we haven't shown anything that we can win yet. Obviously, we feel like we can win this year, but we haven't shown anything. We don't have proof of that. So, I mean, why would they even want to come here in the first place? Look at Xavier Howard. He literally left the team that we are modeling ourselves after. He literally left the team in a better position than we are And you think he would come over here? No, just downgrade. I mean, I'm not saying that we're a downgrade, but we feel like we're following the footsteps of the Miami Dolphins. And why would he just come over here? And Arizona Cardinals, I feel like are like stagnating a little bit. I feel like they were ahead of us a little bit, but now they're stagnating. But again, I don't think Chandler Jones will want to join this team. So even if we wanted them, even if the Giants said, "Oh, we can make some cap room for them," they're not going to come here.
What's hilarious, well, specifically about the Cardinals one for me at least, is that they got J.J. Watt, and then the Cardinals media team was hyping up the duo of J.J. and Chandler. Chandler even did a photo shoot with J.J., talking about being one of the best pass rushing duos in the league, and then now he's like, all right, I want to trade, bro. Get me out of this place.
Oh, I found the thing. It was on my phone. It was on sideline view. But it says here, I'll just read it off my phone. It says here, the defense made a number of plays on the ball heading into the end zone. Darius Slayton and Adoree Jackson had a number of plays where they lined up against each other with Slayton as Daniel Jones's target. Slayton caught one touchdown, and Jackson made a nice play, pass intended for Slayton, knocking it away. So they traded a couple of blows. Darius Slayton had a touchdown on Adoree Jackson, and Adoree Jackson had a knockaway on Darius Slayton. So, I mean, I want to see them work up with each other, man. I want to see Adoree Jackson constantly be with Darius Slayton. I want to see James Bradbury constantly be with Kenny Galladay. I want iron sharp.
I want to see Shep on Darnay because Shep is going to make Darnay better.
There was also Logan Ryan was matched up on Shep. Logan Ryan had blanket coverage on a route along the back line of the end zone. So this was them doing their red zone drills. Sterling Shepard caught a touchdown pass slant later in practice. So I guess this was both.
And yeah, Shep is officially, for people that were wondering, I think just like how now we know officially Willard is on the right side. This was a couple days ago where I think Shep basically confirmed he's gonna be back in the slot this year because he was moving around slot and outside for the past 2 years. And that's he basically kind of confirmed, yeah, I'm gonna be back in the slot.
And that's exactly. I know a lot of people are saying, "Oh, their numbers are same on the outside," but either I think Sterling Shepard is more effective in the slot. He just is. He's smaller. Obviously, you can get the ball easier to him if he's smaller in the slot. Obviously, if he's outside, it's going to be harder to get the ball to him because he's smaller. His route running ability is more suited for the slot. He's so quick on his cuts.
He's just a slot receiver, bro. He's a really great slot receiver.
He's freaking 5'10". All right, he's small. All right, so leave him in a slot. I don't know.
You already know how high hopes I had for Darnay last year. I was like, this man could be defensive rookie of the year. Hey, man, in my opinion, he was still one of the top 10 defensive rookies last year. I expect him to take a nice, step forward. And if he's going to be constantly practicing against Sterling Shepard in practice, that's going to be really good for him.
Yeah. So, I mean, all in all, I think it was a pretty good practice. There wasn't one phase of the ball, like offense overpowering defense or defense overpowering offense. It was really balanced. I mean, everything I'm reading, it was really balanced. I don't know if they're just making it seem like that, but it was really balanced.
It's a good point you make. Yeah, you don't know if they're making it seem like that because we know Judge is kind of he's said that he's only going to let certain things come out about training camp or something like that. Like I don't want to say he's controlling the flow of media, but he basically is with what they could report. So you're right. I don't know exactly if they're making it seem like that. I hope they're not. I hope it actually is like that.
Yeah, we'll see. But I'm just happy that football is back, man. I'm happy that football is finally back. Let me take this off. But I mean, looking forward to it. Oh yeah. Also, there is a small update on what they're gonna do as far as practice goes and like when they're gonna wear the pads or whatever. It says here that it'll
shout to Calvin, Arizona fan in here.
Hey Calvin, what up, man? Calvin, tell me how you're feeling about Chandler Jones.
Well, he says that the leadership he told me that before too, that he's not sure about their GM and head coach.
And rightfully so. I mean, I don't think they had chemistry at all anyway. I didn't think Cliff Kingsbury should have been an NFL head coach, but I mean, they were trying something
new. But it's like
there.
You get rid of Cliff Kingsbury, he's the only reason Kyler Murray is there.
And I think that was why they got Cliff Kingsbury there because they're like, listen, Kyler Murray's coming up in our draft. We're in position to draft him. Well, let's hire this guy. And apparently he's the biggest Kyler Murray fan there is. So obviously it should be a match made in heaven. And it doesn't seem like it's becoming that. I love Kyler Murray as a quarterback. I don't know. Cliff Kingsbury is really even. It's so weird to say because Cliff Kingsbury is supposed to design offenses around him. He's been loving Kyler Murray since he was in high school. You should have been organizing an offense around him since then. I mean, if you really
the thing is, to continue speaking on Arizona real quick, is that the offense he's running is not the offense he was selling to the NFL and to the media. That is not no I forgot what it's called. Air raid offense
yeah.
at all, bro. That is a very run heavy offense.
Run heavy,
Slow,
wasn't it?
not quick
Wasn't
strike.
it? Yeah,
Slow offense.
right. And so yeah, definitely not what they expected. But as far as how Joe Judge wants these practices to go, he says it'll be helmets and shorts for the next couple of days. And we'll get into shells Friday. Shells meaning, I don't know if they mean pads by that.
I think that's probably pads,
Helmets.
yeah.
Oh yeah, pads. Okay, we'll get into shells. Oh, probably shells are like these things. The I don't even know how to say it. We'll get into shells Friday and Saturday. Shells the following Monday, and then we'll be in pads. We'll be in pads as much as we can be, even if it's not live contact day. Just get used to wearing the equipment, moving around, getting our players used to being out there. With players only wearing helmets and shorts, practice resembled what the team was doing in the spring, except there were more competitive periods and players were moving in full speed. So these players knew that, hey, this is game time. So they
Thank you, Nick. He
moving
says
full
shells are
speed.
lighter, softer shoulder pads.
Thank you, Nick. Appreciate that, man. I believe Arizona will become down 16 big and much potentials, but always stagnates.
That's a good comparison because the Bengals were like a consistent playoff team up until 2016, and now they're rebuilding with Joe Burrow. But to talk about Joe Judge, the thing his plan for how to work outs are gonna go. He spoke about as well conditioning because the coaches asked him about conditioning, and we all know Sterling Shepard said Judge is he focuses on conditioning a lot more than other coaches. I'm guessing part of that is getting his players used to full pads even when they're not doing padded stuff.
Yep. Let me see if there's any more to talk about here as far as the Giants go. I'm just excited that they're back at practice. I gotta watch their full training camp. Training camp is like a half an hour long. Their training camp report. It gives a lot of good information in those episodes. This thing keeps coming out. But I mean, looking forward to these preseason games, man. We're gonna see some.
I'm looking forward to the joint practices more than the preseason games. Well, though I have no idea what kind of information we're gonna get from the joint practices.
But I mean, we're not even gonna. We're probably gonna see clips of the joint practices. But the preseason games are a product of the joint practices because they'll be playing against the people they're practicing with. So I can't.
Two of them, right?
Yeah, for two of them. So that's usually how it goes. They usually have joint practices with the team that they're going to be playing in preseason. So,
joint practices are with Cleveland and Patriots. And I was saying, I'm definitely looking forward to James Bradbury's son and Odell and Darnay Holmes.
If Odell even plays the preseason,
and Darnay Holmes owning Jarvis for sure.
Yeah,
definitely looking forward to that. But to be honest, our guys are probably only going to play the first quarter of the first preseason game. That's usually how it goes, and then we're not going to see them until the regular season.
Yep. Pretty much how it goes. I mean, and I'm okay with that. I don't know if I'm the only one, but I love preseason games, man. I love seeing those guys fighting. I love seeing the borderline bubble. That's why I kind of wanted the Giants to have Hard Knocks. A lot of people didn't like it. I'm glad it's on the Dallas Cowboys though, because if it is a distraction like other people are saying, then perfect.
I'm glad it's on the Cowboys since now Dak apparently has a shoulder injury.
Yeah, so now we get to see the inside of that, and so we get to watch that on HBO. But
says, I just want to see Daniel opening game against Denver to smack him.
I'm anticipating this Denver game so much, bro.
We need to win. You know why we need to win this Denver game? Because I really do think we're gonna lose against Washington week 2. Week 2 is just not set up well for us, bro. I think it's a short week. And then it's also prime time. You know what I'm saying? It's against Washington at Washington. I feel like
prime time against Washington. Look up our record against them.
I know, but I feel like we're gonna split this year, and I'd rather split at the beginning than at the end of the year, week 18. Which, by the way, guys, pull up to week 18. Me, KB are going, Diggy's going. Ash Money. There's a bunch.
Yeah, we gotta talk about that too. Off camera, because I know you guys are in the group chat. We're doing tickets and stuff like that, right?
Okay, so tickets. What was I saying? Yeah, I'd rather us split at the beginning of the year, and I do think we'll split more so at the beginning of the year because guess what? We're gonna be more prepared by the time the end of the year comes around. So I really need us to win week 1 because if we open up the season 0-2, I'm telling you, it's not gonna look good, bro. It does so much for morale. It does so much, against your momentum and whatnot. We can't open 0-2. We gotta open 1-1, preferably 2-0, obviously.
Yeah, I hope so, man. I hope so. And hold on, the Wendy's that I ordered DoorDash from just canceled my order. Why did they do that? Why did
Because
they do that?
you're not a good person.
Please check the. That's ridiculous. I just want a burger. I just want a freaking burger.
You should get
But
one from support Kelvin Benjamin, bro. Get a 5-piece from Popeyes.
I don't even think Popeyes is open right now. They don't have it as an option open. Why y'all? What's wrong with y'all, bro? I hate that Wendy's, man. I hate that Wendy's so much. But yeah, I guess we could wrap this one up. I don't know if there's anything else you want to talk about. I mean, we've only been live for
Nothing
an
that's
hour.
coming to
Crazy.
mind unless the chat brings up a couple topics.
Yeah, but yeah, I guess we kind of got all that information out the way pretty quickly, and we got on to other subjects as well. But I'm very, very interested to see how this Kelvin Benjamin situation is going to be set up tomorrow, because of all the mainstream media is going to pick up on it, and ESPN is going to pick up on it, and so we'll see what happens. Oh, Art Stapleton says some stuff about the Kelvin Benjamin situation. I have not spoken to Kelvin Benjamin tonight, but he has some venting to do to Zach Blatt and Jordan Renan about Joe Judge getting cut. I'll be about getting cut by the Giants today. If, as Benjamin told Zach, NYG asked him to lose 14 pounds from June until camp, and he gained 3, well, I love Art Stapleton. I love this guy. Yeah, I'm very interested in what Matt Lombardo had to say about it too, because Matt Lombardo is an absolute a-hole.
I thought the one everybody hated was Pat Leonard.
Yeah, him too. But Pat Leonard and Matt Lombardo are butt buddies, so.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
They love each other very much. Look at this. If today's Giants practice proved anything, it's that Daniel Jones, Kenny Golladay, and this offense have a long way to go. Freaking Matt Lombardo. Shut up, Eagles fan. He's literally an Eagles fan covering the Giants.
Well, yeah, I guess.
No, he is. He's literally an Eagles fan.
Well, I mean, I said I guess because just because they covered Giants doesn't necessarily mean they're going to be a fan.
No, but you can tell he's an Eagles fan because of how much he like throws low blows, to the Giants constantly in all of his articles and all of his freaking captions and all of that. Like, he doesn't mention anything good about this team. Why are you covering them? Go cover the freaking Eagles.
What up, Harrison? How you doing? Shout out to Mike.
Benjamin was a long shot to make the team to begin with. He's been out of the NFL for 2 years and signed with the Giants as a tryout. The rookie camp, giving him a shot no one else would give him. Certainly wasn't for publicity. If they tell you what to do, your chance to better your chances, do it. Exactly. State Arpleton. State Arpleton.
State Arpleton. Mike Nixon was providing me with all the State Arpleton tweets, all the Rada and Jordan tweets.
Yo, that was funny. State Arpleton. that's like Chris Paul and Cliff Paul and State Farm. Yeah. Oh God, Kid Green. What up, Ligma? Ligma, that's not really you. Yeah, no, that's that Russian kid. State Arpleton. Why did I say that? All right, but Art Stapleton. That's why I love Art Stapleton, man. He just says things that make sense, dude. He just makes a lot
Art
of
Stapleton
sense.
is literally loved by everybody on the Giants and all the Giants fans as well.
Right. He's the only guy like I really put those notifications for. I used to put notifications for Jordan Renan, but screw him. But yeah, I do it only for my guy State Arpleton. I'm gonna call him that from now on. That's funny. If we lose week 1, do you think that would make the Giants rush Saquon back?
Nah, I don't think anything's gonna make them rush him back. Because it would just be a bad idea no matter what.
My thing is, I hate that we constantly get the Giants, or the Giants more specifically, because we talk about I cover the Giants. I pay attention to Giants more. We have a really bad thing of making injuries not seem what they are. Like Saquon, he's back, he's 100%, he's ready to go, he's running in the sand. I mean, he's gonna be back week 1, and now we're getting so close. Now they're saying, nah, I don't think he's gonna make it back. He might miss a couple weeks. Are you serious? Mm-hmm. From the beginning of freaking rookie minicamp back there, they were like, oh, Saquon's eyeing to come back week 1. He may even come back week 1. We may even see him, in practice or whatever. He may come back to practice. Now he's gonna miss week 1 or maybe a couple of weeks. Come on, are you serious? You serious?
Here's the thing. I've said a million times. I'll continue saying it.
I don't know why I find that so funny because like I don't
That's got to be Ligma, bro,
oh god, I don't know why I
or
find
Wolves
that so
actually.
State or I don't know why I find that funny. That's
You know what I think will be the most hilarious thing if we find out one day Mike Nixon is the one running all these, bro. Like the least suspected guy.
Mike
If
Nixon, my guy,
imagine if
Mike
Mike was
Nixon.
running all of these troll accounts, bro, that would be hilarious.
Oh god.
That would be absolutely hilarious. But yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, I've said this a million times. I'll continue saying it. I think Saquon will be healthy by week 1, but I think they're gonna use him until like week 2 or 3 as if he's healthy.
Yeah, that just see, I don't mind that too much. It's just like, dang man, I want Saquon to come back. I'm not saying rush him back, but I really want him to come back because I mean, if we lose week 1, we're already off to a bad start, and we really think we could win week 1. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to lose a game that we should win.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't. I really like this is a year that we don't want that to happen. So, damn hub, you caught me. No way. That can't.
It's not Mike. It's
Who knows?
definitely not
Maybe
Mike.
I am, Kush. You can never tell. You're right. I'm also entertained talking.
Oh, it's
jokes.
Ligma then.
Sama.
It's Ligma. 100% it's Ligma.
That's interesting.
It's got to be Ligma. Ain't
Guess
no
what
way
I'm
it's
gonna
him.
do? I'm gonna bother Wendy's again, and I'm gonna try ordering again. Let's see if they cancel on me.
In that case, I
ASAP.
think we definitely covered everything, guys.
Yeah, we definitely covered everything, guys, and thank you guys so much for popping in. We talked about a lot of stuff today. We covered a lot of things today. It got canceled again. Are you serious, bastards? It's whatever. I'll get some checkers or something like that. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. We'll be back next week on the Hubs channel for another edition of the Young Guns. And guys, there's probably going to be some crazy storylines tomorrow. Guarantee you. The fact that this Kelvin Benjamin situation came out so late at night, we're going to get a lot more information tomorrow, and you're going to see the mainstream media go nuts. Stephen A. Smith is going to say something about Joe Judge and that he may be a Ross.
Well, Stephen A. Smith has actually been pretty nice to Joe Judge. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, yeah, he's giving him his props, but he's still upset about the whole Louis Riddick thing back in 2017, and now upset about the Dwayne Haskins thing in 2019. So, all right, guys. With that being said, we're gonna wrap this up. Thank you guys for joining. Thank you guys for staying through the whole hour. This is a little bit of a short episode. I didn't expect this to be that short, but we pretty much talked about everything we wanted to talk about. And thank you so much for our new channel member as well, Mark Stewart. Appreciate you guys. Any final thoughts, Hub?
Not really. Shout out to everybody in here. Yeah, it definitely was a shorter one, but I guess we still got it done. Now I'm saying thank you guys for tuning in, and that's about it.
All right, guys. See you guys later.